Okay, we're going to go over how to schedule your volunteers in the group scheduler. To get to it, you're going to get to this little person, group scheduling, group scheduler. So for this example, we're using the test serving team. Obviously, navigate to whatever your teams are. You can select more than one if you need to or feel so inclined. You can see ours are kind of already filled out. Let's take a couple of these out and start fresh. Actually, let's just move it to a different week. We'll go the following week. So you'll see just a fresh new page. So now, as you can see, we have preferences. So first grader likes to do 11:55, high schooler prefers 9:05. You might have a bunch of preferences, so that's kind of convenient if you use the auto schedule. It'll automatically meet people where they're at. If they prefer this, that, or whatever, it meets them there. So we've hit all our preferences. Unfortunately, that still means we have 9:05 and 10:35 available. So we're gonna say, Carrie, can you do the 10:35? And then we cannot ask the high schooler to do that week. They have a blackout, which is something that they're able to configure on their side. So they said they only want to do every other week, and this is not that week. So you will not even be able to move them. You can drag in as much as you want, but that's not going to change anything. So we still need to find the person here. So maybe you talk to someone, from one of the other serving teams, and they said they would serve for you this week because their normal team is, busy, has extra people. So we're gonna say, okay, cool. Let's get you on our schedule. If I can do this, let's get you on our schedule. So now, as you can see, I'm actually able to select her. If you notice, these are members. That means they're actually on my serving team. She is not. I'm just using her for this weekend, and I'm just scheduling her for this weekend, but she's not officially on my serving team. If I want to add her, I'll have to go to Group Viewer and add her there. But for now, we're just saying she's a one-off, and we're going to use her for this week since she agreed to volunteer for us for this week. So I'll just add her right there. As you can see, the 9:05 has 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. That means we're asking for 4 volunteers. If you notice here, we're actually asking for a minimum of 3, and that 4th one is just optional, but we want no more than 4. Same for 10:35, 11:55, we just want 3, and we do not have an additional, so we just want those 3, no more than 3. Those are all things you can set up outside of this, but for now we're just going to work on scheduling the people that we already have. So you've scheduled these people. Let's go ahead and just send them their confirmations. So sent those 3 confirmations. Basically, that's just a confirmation asking them, hey, do you mind working this week this time, this week this time, so on and so forth. Just so that you get an idea of what that looks like for them. Let me pull over one of their emails. So this is what it looks like. Hey, can you serve Sunday the 24th at 9:05? They can say yes or no. If they say no, they can give a reason. That way you can know, like, oh, they're going to be out of town for the next month. I better take them off my schedule for the next month. Or they can just say yes. We're going to say yes on this one. There's the confirmation page. And then back here, you'll notice that she said yes, so she's now green. If they're yellow, that means they got the confirmation, but they're still pending on whether they're going to respond to it or not. If they decide they don't want to, which you can also do for them, they can decline. They're just automatically going to be red, and that's going to go back to 0. So you're still going to want more people. If somebody texts you and says, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it," you can mark them declined, or you can just bring them back. That's kind of up to you. If you bring them out of there, you're going to have to remember that you declined them. So either way, it works. Whatever you remember is the best way. So speaking about our blackout, you can see this person, they have a blackout. It's also kind of highlighted, so that helps kind of give you something's going on there. There are a couple of other little symbols besides the red, green, yellow, and then the little blackout. If you actually go to this question mark, it kind of gives you a bigger rundown of everything. So if you forget anything from this video, you'll always have just a backup information tab right here to kind of help remind you of what everything means.